here after this. So yeah, it should be like less than 30 minutes.
Oh,
yeah. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hi. Sorry for the delay. I was finishing up a criminal calendar. All right. We are here for bench trial calendar call for starting tomorrow. 1 second. Let me get the screen on in the courtroom too. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry. Okay. We'll go through in order, and let's get announcements of are we ready for bench trial start tomorrow, length of time, outstanding issues, that sort of thing. All right, position 1, Brian Doss versus Georgia Lottery Corporation, Albert Walker, etc.
Good morning or afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Michael Dominy, and I represent the plaintiff, Mr. Doss.
And we're just down to Albert Walker's race, the only remaining defendant. Do we have Mr. Walker on here? No? Have you had any communication with Mr. Walker?
I have been serving him by email with everything I filed with the court. Well, Judge, he's in default. All of the defendants are in default, except for the ones that we've settled with. And I filed a motion for default judgment on Friday, and I sent a courtesy copy to Laura. So in our view, this case is simply a case of the court entering a final order quieting the title by default.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Walker? Is that you, Mr. Walker? Oh, he's not connected to audio. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, let me send him a message saying he's got to connect via audio. Oh, he just went away. Okay. Is there sound coming out of me? Okay. All right. Coming out of one of your computers. Yeah, mine's muted. It's not the muted. It has to be volume coming out of your computer. There we go. It has to be like, yeah, there we go. That's okay. Okay. All right. So you're saying, so we just need to do a default hearing. You're saying we don't need a bench trial on damage or anything like that. Are the damages liquidated? Unliquidated?
No, the judge did. I'm sorry.
Well, it was just quiet title. I'm sorry. You said that. I'm sorry. Just quiet title. Okay. All right. Let's set down the default. So all we need is a default hearing.
I don't think we need a hearing, do we?
Albert Walker has been litigating this. It's not a default.
Okay.
I think it doesn't need to be made fair.
I know. Mr. Walker, can you hear us? Still not connected via audio. Okay, we'll have to come back. All right, let me just come back to him. He's not connecting via audio, so he can't hear anything we're saying.
Is he here?
He's on the Zoom. It's the gentleman there with the glasses on his forehead.
Okay. So you just want me to stand by for?
Yeah, just stand by. I'm gonna see if I can get him to connect to audio. Okay. All right. Let's come back to position. I'll come back to you as soon as he connects. All right. Position. Oh, he's trying to now. Position 2, Windward Community Services Association versus Sandra Josphat.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Frank Buddy here on behalf of Windward, and I've spoken to the defendant's attorney, Mr. Carlton, He had a conflict with another court appearance and he's not able to attend, but I believe.
This ain't mine here.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And so we are ready for a bench trial. We've exchanged exhibits. I believe there are no outstanding issues, and so we're ready to proceed whenever the court is available.
Okay, and how long do you think the trial should last?
I'd anticipate no more than an hour, Your Honor.
1 hour, okay. Great. What is your availability? And do you know, so we have Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and then Friday I'm also available. Do you know Mr. Carlson's availability this week?
He seemed to be pretty open. I think that Wednesday would work fine for both sides, is my understanding.
Okay, let's see, because I think we have some other cases on the calendar that we may need to use our full days for as well, but, okay, but maybe I'll come back to you and see what other announcements we get. But as far as you know, Friday would work for you at least?
That would certainly work for me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Position. And let's see. We have. All right. Mr. Walker. Now let's go back. Mr. Walker. Now you need to unmute. You have to unmute. There you go. Okay. All right, Mr. Walker. So situation here is now the plaintiff has filed a motion for default. You're in default because you never filed an answer to this lawsuit after you were served within the required amount of time. Okay, so go ahead.
The lawsuit that was filed, I never had gotten any lawsuit for anyone, but I had filed a counterclaim in reference to their complaint.
No, there's no answer or counterclaim, Judge.
Mr. Walker, what day are you claiming you filed this counterclaim?
I filed a counterclaim back in 2021. Right along with the answer I filed to the complaint, Your Honor. If you can remember, Mr. Fletcher said they failed to answer the counterclaim. That's why they went for us and got them another lawyer, because Mr. Dorsey never gave him a price of representing him in the counterclaim. So the counterclaim had been there.
Okay, there's no answer filed on what you need to show me some proof of where you filed that, like the date showing and you know, kind of your email response back showing where you filed this, because there is no answer or counterclaim that you showing the docket that you filed in 2021.
Well, Your Honor, that if they got the answer from the motion,
No, so
I
you
have it, but Your Honor, I'm in a bad spot today, Your Honor. I had to go back to the halfway house today and head back home, and I know that you had a hearing today at 2:00, so I pulled aside the road, and here I'm talking now. Only thing I could do when I get home, I can fax you the information that you're asking for.
Judge, if I may,
You may, go ahead.
Mr. Walker filed a number of papers in the case consisting of letters, so he knew how to file things in the case. And I would point out that in April of last year, he sent the clerk a letter acknowledging receipt of certain documents, and he said, "I don't see the document that I filed." The clerk wrote back and said, "The only documents we have for you are these letters." So if he thought he filed an answer, he certainly knew in April of last year that there was a problem with it. And he didn't do anything about it. And we're here at a final hearing, and there's no answer from any of these respondents, including Mr. Walker. Judge, why the case was handled the way it was, I don't know why. I don't know why a motion for default judgment wasn't filed by my predecessors. The case has been pending for 2 years. Nothing of substance has happened in it.
Okay.
We're ready to go with the default judgment.
Okay. Well, I think the motion's I think Yeah, put it down for a default hearing. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it down, and that'll give Mr. Walker, if he has proof that he filed something that somehow didn't show up on the clerk's docket, that would be something that I would take into consideration if he were to file a motion on that. So like, but I'll give him, he just got your motion for default. I'm gonna give him a chance to be heard on that. Okay, so we'll put it down for default.
Okay, so the thing is that, the default that I filed it right along with the answer. And if the court remember, when the hearing came up, that Attorney Fletcher said we did not answer Mr. Walker kind of claim.
Okay,
So-
I don't recall that, but listen, what I'm telling you is that in the docket right now, there's no evidence that you filed an answer. So
Okay, then, so,
if you have proof that you filed an answer, you can bring that proof to the default hearing. We will calendar it, in the February default hearing, or
Yeah, probably for February.
we'll do the February default hearing. Okay, so it's
Okay.
gonna be, I can tell you the date right now. The 27th, February 27th is gonna be the date of the default hearing.
uh,
Oh, go ahead, Mr. Dominy.
All right, I'll just say, so we will receive a notice from your office?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you. Do you need anything else from me?
I don't.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, that's it, Mr. Walker. You'll get notice of the February 27th hearing, okay?
all right, okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Dominy. All right, position 3, the ATL homemaker versus Lloyd